Let's move on to Sleeper Spotlight.
Oh, yeah. Sleeper Spotlight, man.
Cool. In this segment, we'll introduce a drummer that y'all are sleeping on, and we'll get Adam's opinions, impressions, and constructive criticism, if any. First up is Thomas Esch.
All right. Brother Thomas, here we go. That snare sounds dope. Huh. Yeah, really cool. That was awesome. I love the kit sound, man. I love these like hybrid drummers where it's their style and their sound, like their audio sound are like married together. They're not always, I don't know, you can tell the way he plays drums and what he chooses to play is in line with or like in alignment with the audio that he's going for. It's like a whole package kind of thing. I really think that's cool. I love that. I love the distorted bass drum, very Brody Simpson-ish. He's my reference for like that crunchy bass drum sort of sound. Not that he's the guy that invented it. I just think he does an awesome job at doing it. And is it a trigger? I don't know anything about triggers. I don't use them.
It's a sensory percussion.
Some sort of, is that that little pad thing above the Remo logo there?
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really cool. I liked that.
Yeah, it's a really popular gadget that people are using for hybrid drums these days. I know
Gotcha.
Forrest Rice put out a video about using them recently. They're
kids are
awesome, but the price point is so high.
What do they cost?
I think $1,000 for like a set of 3.
Oh, no.
And then you've got to have, the cables and software necessary to run it. And so you're taking up computing power.
I bet it's super fun, right? How is that not fun?
Oh, yeah. Incredibly entertaining to use. It's just the setup and the barrier to entry is a little high, I think.
Yeah. Interesting, though. I mean, this was a dope sound for sure. Like album-worthy audio from what I can hear. I mean, really, really interesting sounding setup for sure. Playing was awesome too. I love the like full rim groove thing. I thought all this fit made a lot of sense. Really, really cool. I like the upside down snare vibes too. Awesome. Let's do one more from Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh, the clap stick. Didn't even see it. That underwater shit is so cool. That was awesome. I don't know what those little beep boop splish splash noises are. Those are so cool. So cool. Here's the thing, man. I look at it as like, I want to go through all the hassle to get those noises out of my kit? No, not interested. But I do want my kit to sound that way sometimes. If I could just have all that set up, I would have so much fun playing it. It's more so like the technical setup side. Like, do I want to learn about all this stuff? Like, that's where, like you said, the barrier to entry is high.
Yeah.
You really have to learn this stuff to do it. It makes it that much more impressive, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you could accomplish the same sound in a DAW. It would just be like hours and hours of syncing up beat per beat,
a lot of
note
work
per note of all these different sounds. Whereas this is just a simplified way of like, it's a trigger. It's a trig condition in like a synthesizer.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah. And it just makes it fun to sit down and play, right? The act of playing it out would be so much fun. Really, really cool setup, man. I think this is an awesome example of where like style in your audio setup can meet your style of playing, because I see this like cool synergy between those two. You could definitely have somebody who had his same playing style but played on a totally different kit that didn't really fit their style, and vice versa. You could have someone with this audio who plays something that like doesn't really work this way. So I don't know, I see this cool marriage here where it seems like he's focused a good amount of time on both his playing and his style and his approach to like musical composition or rhythmic composition. And then I also see a lot of like hard work and thoughtfulness in the audio setup too, man. So this was really, really cool. I think the kit sounds awesome. The playing style was awesome. And I'm jealous. I wish I had all of this set up, but I didn't do all the work that you did. So that's why you have this set up and I don't. But that's awesome. Man. Really cool, Thomas. I love this one.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Next up, Ashton Smith Music. Got a couple of videos from him.
All right, Ashton Smith. What you got, brother? Cool studio. So good. Whew, man, he is really, really good. Such a pristine studio player, too. That was the first thing that I noticed was what's the best way to say it? Like, you almost couldn't hear his personal style a ton in some of those earlier sections where it was just playing like what ought to be played, right? Like he's adhering to the music. And by the way, this was a weird like half gospel, half rock sort of track, like not fully gospeled out. It was kind of rockish, interesting track. But he played really appropriate, really tasteful parts, the kind of guy you absolutely want for a studio gig, which could be what this is. I don't know if this is just the drum performance necessarily, but played everything that I like hoped he would play in all of the right sections. So predictable in the best way possible until it came to the solo section. And then that's where you hear him sort of loosen up and you hear some character come out. I love that he did the... what was it? It was like a paradiddle diddle with some kicks in there, like a very specific 30-second note linear kind of deal. But then he went into some hand-foot single blast, gung, 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 those sort of things, which are so difficult to pull off at high speeds. I always tell people that's like one of those things for me that I can do, but I will never do it when it matters because it's not like reliably. I can't do it reliably. It's very, very tough. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, it's basically hand, foot, hand, foot, hand, foot, except the hands change. So it's right kick, left kick, right kick, left kick, that sort of thing. And sneaking that into like 30-second no chops at a higher tempo, man, it's a difficult thing to pull off. And he did it beautifully in this video. So very impressive, man, very impressive. But I loved how clear it was when he went from studio drummer mode, playing what ought to be played in the right place, and then switched into his own personal musical expression when it was time to do that. That was a really obvious distinction in that video. I thought he did an awesome job of that, man. But and the kit sounds sick. I don't know. Does this look like a Truth or SJC? I'm trying to figure out what those lugs might be.
I think it's an SJC.
An SJC? Kind of looks like it might be that. With that color, too. Hard
Maybe.
to say.
Hold on, I'll find out.
Well, while you're Googling that, I'll go to play this next clip here from Brother Ashton. Let's go. Clip 2. Man, really, really cool. So clean. Honestly, so similar to the last one in that all of the awesome things about this guy's playing are so obvious, right? Like all of the appropriate parts, everything is in the right place for sure. But then there's certain moments where you can hear like this was the spot where you were going to insert your own personal taste or flavor or sort of be a little bit more, individualistic and sort of put your own name on the track in a little area. And he does that where it's appropriate. So I would say what I take away from a player like this is like really, really like high musical IQ in that he's actively making good decisions behind the kit while he's playing, which is also a part of musical maturity, right? Like you have to be behind the kit for countless hours, like a very, very long time, to be able to make those decisions. I guess it's possible that he's just rehearsed this song really well, but that's not really what I see. I see more like somebody who is actively thinking about what should go where and what moment of the song am I in, what should be here, and when is my spot coming up. So I see like a really a heightened level of musical awareness. That's why I say like a heightened musical IQ from you, Ashton. So man, this was awesome. Kit sounds awesome. Really, really solid player all around. So definitely, if this guy has under 10K followers, y'all out here sleeping, go check him out, man.
I think it's a Pearl kit.
Is it a Pearl kit?
I think it's like an older Pearl kit with tube lugs.
So Pearl does make the double tube lugs for sure. It makes it look like a different brand because Pearl doesn't normally do those double tube lugs.
Yeah.
But the badge throws me off because that certainly doesn't. It's not a Masterworks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd have to DM him and see.
It sounds good. It sounds like a normal maple kit, but it's tuned really well, man. Really well.
Ashton, if you're watching, throw those kit details down in the comments.
Yeah, man. Let us know, brother.
Sweet.
Cool. Those are 2 awesome ones, man. That's a good one.
Awesome. That'll end it out.
Thank you for watching this clip. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're looking for more content like this, I have a ton of it waiting for you on OrlandoDrummer.com. It's an online education platform, very much in the style of Netflix. You can download our iOS and Android apps. Links are down in the description of this video. I promise you will find something you like there, and you can try it free for 7 days. I'll see you guys there.